You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary-Burt Godwin, and I cannot wait to interview our next guest. His name is Shadi Bakour. He is the CEO of Path Water. He and his partner, his business partner, Ali Arabi, were named Forbes 30 Under 30 last year, and they started this drinking water business to pave the path to end single-use plastic bottles. I'm really happy to have you on the show. Shadi, welcome to America Trends.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, I'm so where are you zooming in from?
I am in the Bay Area, California, right next door to Tesla. We're trying to save the planet together.
Nice, I love it. And are you from that area?
Yes, born and raised, San Francisco Children's Hospital.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you were in the city.
Yes, yep, that's right. And now we've kind of taken the business beyond the Bay Area into a much broader stage. So we're definitely getting out there, and it's exciting to be part of something so large.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you about the details of this company. But first, I want to hear just a little bit about you, where you went to school, what you studied, and how you kind of ended up here selling water.
Yeah. So my background is in finance, but I was always an entrepreneur from a very young age. I think when I was 10 years old, I was sitting in the doctor's office feeling very sick, and I started counting actually all the kids that were coming in, because it was flu season, into the doctor's office, and almost started calculating the revenue of how much a doctor makes, and almost became a doctor because they do very well.
That's a funny story.
But like from a very early age, I kind of was just super interested in business and finance. So I studied finance and kind of was going down that route of Wall Street. But honestly, I couldn't break into I couldn't get the jobs that I wanted to get. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Well, I'll just start my own business. And so this is not our first venture that we've started. We've had some mild success with other things in the past, but this is definitely the one that we feel is making the greatest impact and the greatest scale.
Okay, and so yeah, your business partner, Ali, is that his name?
Amir is the one with me that I have two co-founders, okay. Amir and Ali.
Okay.
Amir is the one that is 30 under 30 with me.
Oh, okay, got it. And tell me how you guys met and how you decided to go into partnership together. Were you friends ahead of time and had this great idea?
Yeah, I mean, it was really funny how things kind of came together. I think when there's similar energies, they kind of just attract. And so we were a much bigger group of friends. And out of that group, we kind of emerged as the entrepreneurs and the ones that wanted to really just start something and create something. And so from there, we both had finance business backgrounds, and that was just kind of a passion of ours, was to build a business and all of the great things that come with it.
And was your original plan to go and to find a sustainability area? Was that something that you really believed in ahead of time?
We knew that plastic was bad for the environment, was bad for our health. And I actually, my family is from the Middle East. So, in that environment, people really don't think twice about sustainability. It's a completely different environment. And so, I kind of grew up with sustainability in the back of my mind, but the path and the journey that we've come along to become super, super just passionate and dedicated to this cause and to this mission, it really comes from education. And so that's a big part of what we're trying to do. We're not just selling water. We're a kind of a badge of honor that you carry with you to show that you're kind of aware of what we've done to the planet. And it's not even saving the planet anymore. It's not even saving the turtles anymore. At this point, it's saving humanity and saving ourselves. On average, we eat about a credit card worth of plastic every single week in the United States, within our food system, within microplastics. So it's a serious problem that needs to be dealt with now. And I think we have a really unique approach to the solution.
So talk me through that a little bit. So the Path drinking water, it comes in Tell me the vessel
Yeah,
that it comes
reef,
in and how you make
reef.
it.
Yeah, totally, totally. So, Path water is the first bottled water that's packaged in a refillable aluminum container instead of single-use plastic. So, instead of, getting your smart water or your Fiji or whatever it may be that's in a plastic container, we're selling something that gives you the opportunity to be sustainable, whether you're reusing, refilling, recycling. And we found this magic material called aluminum that's extremely recyclable, right? And has an amazing sustainability story behind the material itself. So we're just tying everything in and building a model so that, this gigantic pile that's twice the size of Texas of plastic in the middle of the ocean can over time degrade and shrink. And that's what we're all about.
So tell me, so this aluminum bottle, I think I saw that you have sparkling water also. Did I see that
that's
on
right.
that graphic? Okay,
We have
great. Because
still
I love sparkling water.
alkaline.
So that got my attention.
Okay, we got to send you a couple cases.
You do, absolutely. So I go through a lot of sparkling water. So yeah, I definitely want to try it. Now tell me, so it comes in the aluminum can, or what do you call it, aluminum bottle?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you have different sizes?
Yeah. So we have a few different sizes. We're selling in over 30,000 retailers in the United States. In 50 states, you can find us on the shelf at your local store. But we also do a lot of partnerships with organizations that are looking to get rid of plastic. And so that's been a big part of our story, is just finding like-minded individuals, organizations, government groups, whoever it may be, that wants to make a positive change and a positive impact. And hopefully we can be part of that story and work with them to really change the way that we drink water on a major scale in the world.
I love that. So it can be branded. I think I saw a hotel name on there maybe, or maybe it's an event company or a brand that's doing a corporate event, and they could brand their water bottles for an event.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So many different things. So what we do is this partnership where we kind of help feature those brands alongside our brand to say that we're partnering to save the planet. And this is a movement that's much larger than we are. And so, that's definitely a part of what we do is, we're able to provide that unique solution because we're in a reusable container. And that's something very unique to what we do. You've probably seen like other products in the market that are either in a box or glass bottle or even another aluminum container. But the difference between us and anyone else is that we are refillable and reusable, which is the highest form of sustainability, right? Less is more.
Yeah.
And that's how we're kind of thinking about things. It's the way that brands like Patagonia and just major brands that have made huge impact in the world have kind of thought, and we definitely follow that same ideology.
So if I get, let's say I get a case of your water, and then I can reuse, how many times can I reuse? Or does it have a shelf life of how many times you can reuse it?
Yeah, there's no shelf life. You can reuse it forever. I have friends that have reused it for 2 years and just really taken good care of it. And that's our whole idea. We want to make sustainability accessible to the masses. But if you do lose it, or you drink it once and you recycle it, or you dent it, you can go and grab a new one for a few bucks off the shelf, right up there with Fiji and Smart Water and all the other brands. So it's a really easy way to have that kind of guilt-free experience, to still be sustainable, still get something that's convenient and on the go, but just do it in a better way that's ever been done before.
And is it dishwasher safe?
It's hand wash only.
Okay.
But I put it in the dishwasher, but
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say that probably.
Well, I think a lot of people do that too. But and so if and when you think this, like you said, maybe it's dented or something's going wrong with it, you then would put it in your recycle bin. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's 100% recyclable. Aluminum is the most recyclable material in the world. It's infinitely recyclable, and it takes very little energy to actually reprocess it. So there are just a lot of benefits to that, even if you do end up recycling it, and you don't have to feel so bad about it. Like if you're buying a very expensive, reusable, double-walled bottle that, you have to hold near and dear. This is something that's kind of in the middle. It gives more flexibility to the consumer and a lot of added value.
Yeah. Okay, we have to take a break, but I want to have you back for another segment, Shadi, so we can ask some more questions about your business model. And also, I heard you have a passion for turtles, so I want to talk about that right after this. Everyone stick around. We got more America Trends.
Ain't no lot to see. All those plans I made for myself, I got nobody else to lean on.
Welcome to everyone joining us to experience stories of resilience, hope, perseverance, and joy.
Move over to a sport chair, basketball wheelchair.
Category of Best Video are...
We love you guys.
You're watching America Trends, and I'm Mary-Burt Godwin, talking via Zoom with Shadi Bakour. He is the CEO of Path Water. They are paving the path to end single-use plastic bottles. I love this. Shadi, we were talking about all the different things that the uses of your bottles. I wanted to ask you, might you venture into flavors?
We very well might, yes. Top secret, but I'll give you the exclusive here.
Okay.
We do have a few flavors that are coming out within the next month or two, so keep an eye out for those.
Okay, great. So yeah, earlier on the screen I saw 3 different bottles. So there was water, sparkling water, and then a mineral water.
Alkaline.
Alkaline,
Still
there we go.
sparkling
Yeah,
and
still,
alkaline.
okay. Got it. And they come in 9 packs. Okay, well, they're just so sleek.
That's right.
and they look so great. And where can people, you mentioned that you're in stores, so can you tell me where we can find these?
Yeah, we're in Sprouts nationwide, Rite Aid, CVS, a lot of convenience stores, a lot of grocery stores like Hy-Vee, Giant Eagle, Wegmans, Rayleigh's, really the list goes on and on.
Okay.
So definitely take a look at our store locator on the website, and that can point you in the right direction. But otherwise, you can feel free to just find it on our website. We sell cool accessories as well.
What is your website, by the way?
It's drinkpathwater.com.
Okay.
So drink, P-A-T-H, water. Yeah.
Path water. I love the phrase and paving the path. I love that. That's brilliant.
Yes.
Now tell me about, I was reading about the business, and it's been called a disruptive business. So can you tell me a little bit about that? What is a disruptive business?
Well, it's a business that changes the way that things have been done for a long time. So if you think about it, 40, 50 years ago, bottled water didn't even exist. Like we would go to the tap, fill up our glass of water, and drink from it. And people thought, when they started to see that, major companies were selling water in a plastic bottle, like, why would I ever buy that, right? And now, today, it's actually become one of the most successful consumer products ever created in history. It's a $220 billion global industry. And so there is definitely, and if you think about it, like 95% of that is plastic, right? So there's a big opportunity to make a change right now. We've kind of been brainwashed as a society to think that, it makes sense to go drink a bottle for 7 minutes, toss it out, and it lasts in landfills and oceans for another 700 years. And so it's just like what I was saying earlier. It's like, it's all about education. It's all about being aware of how bad the situation actually is. And I think the more that people realize that, the more that this is going to become and is becoming a major, major trend globally, not just in the United States, but in Europe, Asia, South America, just all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a push for this, and I think there's a need for it, for sure. I love that you guys are doing this. And were your businesses before this Path business, what were those businesses that you were involved with?
Well, my first one, I was coding apps. So I studied finance, but watched literally a million YouTube videos. And, you know, after watching those videos, basically taught myself how to code and was coding apps as a small business. So that was an interesting experience. After that, we went and we created a hardware product. You know, us being here in the Silicon Valley, and we thought it would be a great idea to do some kind of, you know, app controlled technology, and that went pretty well as well. But like I said, it was just on a much smaller scale, and we had a lot of learning lessons. Like our business license was revoked. I mean, we had issues, but we were able to turn it into a success and just kind of step on to the next one. And with this idea, what we wanted to create, because of all those hard experiences that we had, with this idea, we really wanted to create something that was way bigger than what we had ever imagined, and that could really make an impact. And once we kind of learned about the impact that this product could make, we just went after it all in, and just spent full time for a few years, not taking a penny out of the business, just putting everything into it, blood, sweat, and tears. And yeah, it was like we like to call it a 3.5-year overnight success.
I was going to say, how many, when did you start it? 3.5 years ago?
It's been about 5.5 years now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And was this the vision as to where you are now? Was this where, you know, what your vision was 5 years ago, or has it changed over the years?
Oh my gosh, it's completely different than what I thought it would be. Like 360 degrees. I think at first it was, we wanted to build a business. Honestly, we wanted to make money because our families coming as immigrants to this country, you know, really like built from the ground up, and we wanted to be able to repay them and kind of help provide for them and give them a sense of financial freedom and security. But it just really grew way beyond ourselves as we kind of grew the business, and we feel like it's just the beginning. But all of the people and the different kind of experiences that we've been able to interact with along the way, it's so much bigger than, you know, just a water company. It's a movement. We're creating something that will literally change the future of the planet, and I think we're on a good path to get there over the next few years. Yes.
Now, and how many employees do you have now?
We have about 45 employees.
Wow.
And that should grow significantly over the next 6 months.
Wow.
So we're really ramping things up.
Well, that's impressive, and I wish you guys all the best of luck, and I do hope we can get some water to sample. And I definitely want to be on the list for the flavored as well, because like I said, I go through sparkling water like crazy, so I can't wait to try it.
Done.
And I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
You know, I didn't get to why and how you love turtles, so I have to have you back to talk about that. But thanks again, Shadi.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you so much. And everyone at home, stick around. We've got more America Trends and our special teen entrepreneurs right after this.